CCs, thank you so much for tuning into our channel. Of course, this is CJ for CC Vlog and Reviews. Today, we are reviewing Redmi 10, the newest budget phone of Xiaomi. The Redmi 10 actually is a worthy successor for the Redmi series and adding a couple of standout features that is hard to find in this price range. For 7,590 pesos to 8,390 Philippine peso, depending on the variant, you receive a set of stereo speakers, a 50 megapixel main camera, and a dedicated micro SD card slot to match the 64 gigabyte internal storage within the price range. And actually, that is a lot for the price it's asking for. The chipset of Redmi 10 has been revised to support the 90Hz 1080p display. And actually, this is the first smartphone in the market that has MediaTek Helio G80. The Redmi 10 is a device that brings superb features, which is actually seen on the much expensive phones. And as you know guys, Redmi and Redmi Note series has been giving its competitor a big scare in terms of the specs that is giving for so little money. So let's start this review and see what Redmi 10 can offer. The device comes in a white box with pretty much all that you'd normally see in a Xiaomi phone. You have the USB-C cable for charging and data transfer, a 22.5 rated charging brick, and a transparent silicone case. But guys, please note that this phone do not support 22.5 fast charger. Its maximum is at 18 watts only. If you wanted to see the unboxing video, I have left a link on the description box below. The Redmi supports 4G LTE. The connection is okay and we did not experience any problems with it. The design is not too fancy but enough to get our attention with a more attractive two-tone finish. The back of the device is plastic but it looks like glass. And the unit actually feels solid. The back is quite slippery like glass. It also feels pretty nice in the hand. There are minimal fingerprint smudges. If you're quite OC, please make sure to use the included case. The camera bump is quite pronounced, enough to make the phone wobble when placed on its back. The main 50 megapixel sensor is the second one from the top, with the other three cameras arranged in a square formation inside the camera space. Flipping the phone around reveals a flat panel that's covered by Gorilla Glass 3, which is a good enough protection at this price range. The chin is the only one that stands out, but it isn't distracting at all. The camera cutout is a bit big, but it's not too distracting as well. As mentioned in the beginning, this phone has dual loudspeakers. And of course, with most Xiaomi phones, this too has an IR blaster and a 3.5mm audio jack. At the bottom is the USB port. The right side is where you will find the volume rocker and the power button, which is also your fingerprint scanner. The fingerprint scanner works quite fast. No issues to call out there. Redmi 10 feels solid and not too heavy, weighing just 183 grams and providing a rather comfortable grip. Thanks to the rounded and not so slippery back, the handset is easy to handle. The Redmi 10 is the first phone in the Redmi series with a high refresh rate. Imagine a high refresh rate being available at this price range. If you know guys, some phones that has a 90Hz refresh rate within the same price range, I wanted to know that. Please leave a comment on our comment section below. The Redmi 10 has a 6.5-inch IPS LCD panel with 1080 by 2400p resolution. The advertised 400 nits of maximum brightness is good for outdoor use, but you might have problems viewing the screen under direct sunlight. Overall guys, for its price, the Redmi 10 offers a very good IPS LCD panel, and let us not forget it has 90Hz refresh rate. Thankfully, it has L1 Widevine certification, so you can watch your Netflix videos in high definition. The colors are actually crisp and true to life. Having a mid-range chipset with a 5000 mAh battery you are actually gonna get a very impressive battery life. The screen on time on average is 7 to 8 hours. As expected, charging time isn't amazing given its big 5000 mAh battery and the 18 watts charger. It took us around 2 hours and 30 minutes to fully charge the battery. The speakers on the Redmi 10, guys, is quite good. The sound flows clear and punchy. Bass is also okay.
Flowers they visit.
It really excelled in watching HD video. Voices are clear and has good separation. It also has good loudness. Redmi 10 comes in the latest MIUI 12.5. And as you can expect, Xiaomi gives consistent firmware updates. MIUI software runs smoothly and has a lot of settings and customizations, even on the low-end phone like Redmi 10. One change that I actually like from MIUI 12 is the notification shade. It is divided in two. Your notifications can be seen by swiping from the left half of the screen, while the quick toggle button shows up with a swipe down from the right half of the screen. The system also has few pre-installed apps. In terms of performance, guys, the MediaTek Helio G88 seems like a new chipset, but it's actually the well-known G85 with a few new features. Gaming on Redmi 10 is quite okay as well. Usual games like Mobile Legends and Pokemon Unite run smoothly even on maximum settings. Unfortunately, Call of Duty can only go up until medium graphic settings. Call of Duty ran very smoothly with very minimal frame drops and lags. The phone ran a little warm with a maximum temperature of 43 degrees Celsius while playing Call of Duty. The storage is expandable via a dedicated micro SD card slot. The main camera, guys, is one of the main upgrades of this year's Redmi 10. Samsung's brand new ISOCEL JN1 50 megapixel sensor is being used as the main sensor. It also has an 8 megapixel ultra-wide lens with a 120-degree field view. For the macro and the depth sensing, we have 2 megapixel for each. With 50 megapixel camera, the outdoor photos that we were able to take using the Redmi 10 are quite flat. Colors appear quite far from the reality. Contrast is quite okay, same with its dynamic range. Taking photos indoors results are quite dark and has reduced sharpness. Regardless if you change it to 50 megapixel, we still got the same quality of pictures. For ultra-wide camera, the color reproduction looked a little bit more lively, saturated, and a little brighter too. The quality of the macro camera is just about average. Colors aren't that punchy and sharpness is okay. Some of the low light samples that we took look decent. Selfies are actually pretty good, though it brings out some skin imperfections. There's a significant amount of fine detail. The subject's skin is looking natural, colors are vibrant, and the dynamic range is also good. The phone video recording is maxed at 1080p at 30 fps. They're not very detailed, but they appear over-sharpened. So what is our verdict, guys? Actually, Redmi 10 is a pretty good budget phone. It's just that there are other competitors in the market that can really challenge the Redmi series. So just to summarize, here are the things that we liked about the Redmi 10. Bright 1080p LCD with high refresh rate support. Another one is stereo loudspeakers. Number 3, solid battery life. Next is the Standalone Micro SD, IR port, FM radio, and reverse wire charging. For areas that we believe they still need to improve on, we have their camera photos aren't that lifelike, and its video recording is up until 1080p only. Overall, guys, it's an okay phone, but we believe there are other competitors in the market that can offer you better value for money. Say, for example, the Poco M3 Pro that we have previously reviewed. So we do have the link for our review on the description box below. So that's one competitor that we can see, though they're both from Xiaomi. Another one's Poco X3 NFC and the Cherry Mobile Aqua S10 Pro. So guys, that's it. I hope you like this video, and Please don't forget to hit the subscribe and the like button below. And I will see you again very, very soon. Bye!